Good evening,
Sorry, I'm
everyone,
late, guys.
and
We've
welcome
got
to
Dave.
the Down Under Mastermind call for the 3rd of December. And tonight we've got Kat Smith with us, and she's going to be sharing with us social media.
Woo!
Welcome, Kat.
Well, thank you, Robbie. Okay. Yes, I am. I have been running what might be called a social media agency for the last 5 months, I reckon. Yeah, moving on to 6.
So you got a bit of experiencing.
I do. It seems. Yeah. I mean, it's just been off I just started from nowhere, and I have a few decent contracts now, and I started doing consulting as well. So it's all going really well. And at the Momentum Day, I definitely had a lot of people wanting to know what I was doing, how I was doing it, I guess, like a bit more information than just I'm doing this, because I've done it just off the back of the SFM, like everything. I mean, I guess I got my confidence in just this digital arena of the SFM, and then just did my own research, and then some other courses as well. And then it's funny, probably nothing I couldn't. Yeah, I just worked it out, basically. What's that thing that the Satori Prime say? Just figure shit out. I figured shit out.
It happened.
And it's going really well, and my clients are stoked with me, and it's still surprising me. Surprising me how little local businesses know about anything that we know. Even just like setting up a basic business page and making sure, just the most basic things. And so, yeah.
They say once you've gone through the SFM training, you know 90% more than, more than 90% of other people out there on the internet, maybe more than 90%.
I reckon that would be right. I reckon it really would. I had such a it slowed up a little bit now, because I haven't really, I started out by going to, I started out by sort of setting myself up. Maybe that's a good place to start. By setting up just my branding and my own social media presence and website. And then I just started going to networking meetings, and just generally, I live in quite a small area. I just really started opening my mouth about it, and every single person I spoke to was just so interested, and it really surprised me. And that's what actually, that's what gave me the motivation to really push it, because I think that, it was a really big learning curve, realizing how much I had learnt. And so therefore how much, figuring out how much I already knew, I didn't believe it. And I guess that's something to say to you guys. We all sort of live in this community where we think, oh, everyone knows that, because we all know that. But the vast majority of people, like you say, Robbie, they don't. And so I was saying, seriously, I remember speaking to one client really early on about a business page. So they had a business page set up, and they just wanted, it was at a networking event, I think. They just wanted to have a chit chat about how it should look. And I just gave them the most basic, hint on making sure the keywords were in their, their little blurb about the business. And they were just like, oh my God, can we hire you? And I was like, okay, you don't realize how basic that is, So yeah, it's pretty good to know. You guys could definitely all do this. Yeah. Even if it is just at a really basic level. I'm pushing myself now. I'm building Facebook apps now, which I was doing one today. It was pretty challenging. And doing a few other bits and pieces where I'm pushing myself, but you don't have to do them. Even just building actually, I've got one client who I just do a couple of hours a week for. It's almost like a coaching role where I go into her shop and take some photos and chat to her about what's going on, what promotions are happening, and I look at what she's been posting and talk, like I've given her a bit of a calendar and talked about what's good to post, and we make some decisions together when I go and see her, and then I go away and do one boost post a week for her, and she pays me $85 an hour. And it just feels like I am ripping her so far off. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm sitting in a shop playing and chatting with her, and then I go away and go into Canva and go, oh, that looks pretty cute, and boost it for like $7. And voila. Kind of simple, and it's pretty awesome. Anyway, questions? Anyone?
So how do you promote your business?
How do I promote my business? I have done some advertising like on Facebook, but actually my target market are people who aren't on Facebook. So I have networking events are awesome. I've had a lot of, that's probably the bulk of my clients have been networking or word of mouth from networking. Or actually one of my very biggest clients who pays me an exorbitant amount of money is that I deserve, I mean. He owns a pizza shop, and I just went in there one day and he had this little sandwich board outside that said, follow us on Instagram. And I was like, it's a pretty small town. I was like, oh, that's cute. Like someone's actually trying here. So I just went in there and like sparked up a conversation with him. I was like, oh, look at you. Like you care about social media. Me too. And he pays me a lot of money now. So that's always a good way to do it. Just chit-chatting, like just being like, oh, look. Or I've cold called as well, just been like, like stalking people on Facebook a little bit, like who I might want to work with. I have thought about what kind of people like are sort of easy to post for, like with good imagery and stuff like that. So that like, for instance, hospitality is quite an easy one to just get lots of content for. So choosing someone who I might want to work with and then doing a bit of an analysis of their page and then going into them and being like, I've looked at your page and you obviously care about social media, but you could be doing a lot better and getting better results. Like, do you want me to help out? That works. That's quite good. It's still like, that's a bit more salesy. I actually hope that would work better, but actually it works. It's funny. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, it's a bit of a numbers game. Like I can, if I do it enough, it works, but I do get knockbacks, obviously. But yeah, that's how that goes. What's your other question, Robbie?
So actually, what do you provide? Do you just do on Facebook, or do you go across Google Plus and Instagram and the others as well?
So far, I'm only doing Facebook and Instagram, just because that is where, that's all that they can handle, to be honest. Instagram even not so much. Like the main focus is just Facebook. People just like, you would not believe how people just don't, like they can't think. You have to keep things so basic. So one of the biggest learning curves was just dumbing everything down enough so that people could even understand what I was saying. Like, I know it sounds really, it sounds a bit wrong, but seriously. And so if I start saying to people, I had learned this really quickly, I was going to people and going, oh, look at all my elaborate skills. And they were like, whoa, that is overwhelming, way too much. Now I just go in and say, hey, I'll do this one thing on Facebook. And like, I'll build up. Actually, the other thing is, like as far as platforms, that's all there is. But the other thing that's quite easy to do and obviously effective is helping people with their broadcasting and email lists. So through Facebook, you can do, you guys probably know this, but there are like Facebook apps that you can put on your page that have an opt-in. So you can do an opt-in page into your Facebook page, and then so I've been doing that for people, and then building their email list, and then email broadcasting for them. So that's a good little local business tie-in. And often what's happening is that I'll do a bit of consulting and a bit of posting, and then as we get further down the track, most customers are like, oh, I do have an email list, but I've got about 4 different lists, and one of them's handwritten, and I just don't know, like they get all overwhelmed by it, and I can just say, well, pay me to do it.
So do you get them signed up on likes of Aweber? So that they can build their list and then use your affiliate link so that you get a residual income out of it?
I have done. Look at you. Yes, I have done. But actually, what has been easier, because also I've looked into MailChimp. It depends on the customer what suits better. Because there are some differences, and if the customer does want to be involved in it, Aweber is a little trickier. It's definitely better for us with the SFM, but as far as local business, I'm actually finding MailChimp better for them if they want to have something to do with it. It's easier to learn. So that's interesting.
Right, so if you're managing your list, do you put it on, do you use your Aweber account or MailChimp?
No, I definitely open their own.
Yeah.
Most of these local businesses have massive lists too, so they really do need to. I don't need that to be involved with me so closely. Yeah, they have really big lists, and most of them have no idea what to do with them. It's a real goldmine, and it's ridiculous. Like to think that they've got all these email addresses, just like some of them have been collecting email addresses for years. They know that that's the best thing to do. And they've just got them on a spreadsheet in the back room, you know? Like, it's powerful.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, well, when I had my pizza business, I used to have their addresses, phone numbers, emails, and but did we use it? No.
No, that's the thing. I mean, these people are running the businesses. They're not, that's another thing that I say to them, actually. It's like, look, are you big enough to have a bookkeeper to do your BAS statement or whatever it is in New Zealand? I forget now. Do you outsource that kind of a job? Well, then this is something. It's the same thing. Like if you want to do this well, don't try and learn it yourself. It's bigger than you think it is. People sometimes just go, "Oh, it's just Facebook," and it's like, well, it is just Facebook. But are you getting results? And if you're not, it is worth paying for. It really is. Like they're making enough money off me that they can pay me. It's a bloody good service.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. It's cool. Yeah. Anyway, questions? It's so weird looking at everyone's avatars. It's like, where are your faces, people?
So what do you charge?
Oh God. So I have, with the consulting, I've just landed on a figure of $85 an hour, which I feel, actually after speaking with you, Robbie, I was like, oh, maybe that's not even high enough. But it felt pretty good in the beginning. And especially as I still feel like when I'm doing that consulting, more than anything, I'm just coaching people. Maybe I shouldn't say just there. I don't know, but I really just do feel like I'm just educating them and making them feel good about themselves, like it is that, like, what have you been posting? Oh, you could do this. It's all very basic. And so I think maybe with that, I do feel all right about that. With the bigger ones, I've got I do a proposal for like a monthly kind of lot. And I don't know, I feel weird about saying this. So it's quite complicated actually. It's quite complicated. I sort of charge separate job lots for the different things that are required in like a setup phase. So a Facebook page and your Instagram account and your like setting up your Aweber and setting up all the stuff. I sort of just charge separately for that.
Yeah.
And it depends on the customer. I'm just like I'm pulling it out of my ass. For sure. It totally depends on the customer. Oh God. Like some people, I can tell it's going to be really hard and they're going to be difficult to work with. Like that, it's totally just on the vibe. Or it's like, oh, these guys can totally afford it and they're going to be really happy to pay me. Or it's going to be worth me not getting paid so much here because there's a potential for, you know, they have 3 other businesses, or, you know, it really is just whatever. But like as far as actual just like the management, also the posting and the total like running the page, anywhere from $700 to $1,000 a month.
All right.
Is what I'm currently charging for that. Yeah. And all of those I feel really good about. Like, yeah. And on top of that, like the one that I was saying, the pizza guy who, God, I feel like really like, oh my God, I hope he's not on here. But,
well, no, he's not a member like, of ECFM, so he shouldn't be.
I hope not. I'm really nervous about saying this out loud. He's getting a good product, but damn is he paying for it. So he's paying like, I think I've got him on $800 for the month, but I also build him an app every month, a new app, and change it up. So like a menu app or a promotion app or something like that. And some of them are challenging, like I said, but I'm charging him another $800 for that. So, and then he's like there's just a lot of different things you can do to add on. And he's like the kind of guy who goes, oh, is that the latest thing? Yes, please. And I just do random shit for him and he pays me for everything quite well. So that's awesome. But yeah, apps are really the go. They're an awesome upsell. Excuse me. There's the software that I use for that is called ShortStack. And
ShortStack was that?
Write that down. ShortStack, yeah, like the breakfast if you're American. And it's like it's a little bit techy, but like it's just oh yeah, it's also like it's not rocket science at all. It's just like another thing to learn, you know.
Yeah.
Shall I put it in the chat box? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. There you go. Yeah, I was doing one today that was a full menu. So it just means that you can go into this client's Facebook page, you can click on order online, you can look at his menu on the page, on the Facebook page, and then if you click on the menu, it links you to his online ordering system on his website. It's way cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. So, and it's not, you know, it's a little bit like it's something to learn, but it's not anything you haven't learned already. Like it's not coding, or it's not, you know, it's not high tech. It's just they've made it's an intuitive platform to deal with. So yeah, I'm definitely not techie, just so you all know. That sounded really nerdy, but it's not. And they've got really good support. Like today I was really freaking out. I was supposed to have this done on the first forum and I was just like stuck on it. Just like I couldn't get it to do what it needed to do at the last little bit of it. And their support's awesome, you know. You just get in there and go, boy, help me out. And they immediately respond, and I had it up within the hour. It was fine.
Yeah, cool.
So that's good. Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
So this is you learned all of this stuff through doing your own Facebook marketing, like through SFM. That's how you started, and then went on to learn other things, did other courses. Yes, it's how it worked. I'm not sure now, actually. Maybe you would know, Debbie. Robbie and I were just talking before. How much in the new training, how much social media stuff have you come across so far? Are you through your modules yet? Yeah, yep. And there's not much social media stuff in the modules.
Right. Because there wasn't when I came through, and I wondered if maybe something had.
And they recommend in the beginning that you don't start with social media because it's too hard. So they recommend to start with it. Yeah. So
I know that Guy and Ilan do the like Facebook advertising stuff. And you know what, like as far as promoting the SFM, I think that they're probably right to not have it in there because it is complicated and not hugely effective for us. So, So yeah.
But separate to what so that you're talking about the advertising, but you did the
like social media just with your own presence and kind of learn through that way, or?
Yeah, and doing other courses as well.
Yeah,
like you see them pop up all the time, like $5 and learn how to do your business properly and stuff like that.
So were you doing Facebook advertising, like when you were doing this affiliate marketing stuff? Yeah,
I was.
Yeah, so that's where you learned like your basic stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and it's like everything else is really just, to be totally honest, it's really just like, I mean, obviously there's like just a bunch of hints and tips, like how to get things SEO'd well enough in there, which is just putting keywords in the right places, and then being able to read your analytics properly. So, and then it's still just sort of marketing in the way that it's just testing. So like posting at different times and seeing what works and seeing what your audience is responding to and all of that sort of, it's just doing it. It's really just about doing it. And it's all about just getting your reach as high as you can get it, really. And to do that, you just need to go likes, shares, and comments. As many likes, shares, and comments, and then actually, there's a guy. Hang on, you guys probably know of him already. There's a social media guy I read the book of that was really good, but I can't remember his name right now. I will Google it because that's what I do. He did someone asked a question while I just figure it out because this is really good information.
Kat, have you heard of, I did a course a while back and I have used bits and pieces from it. I didn't really go through, but her name is Liz Benny. Have you heard of her?
Oh,
social media.
She's a New Zealand girl, isn't she?
Yeah, her course is really good if anyone's really keen on going down this path, because she's got a lot of step-by-step stuff and a lot of stuff about what to charge and how to charge, and how you can charge more for the setup phase and then the maintenance phase, and how to upsell what you can and can't do. So it's really, I would recommend it. It is basically how to set yourself up to be a social media manager. So it could be something of interest to you or anyone else that wants to go down that road.
What was her name? Liz Benny.
Liz Benny, and I think her business is Social Media Monkey. Yeah, Kiwi lady, and she quite often does like a free webinar, and then the normal do the free webinar, and then you can sign up for the course and enjoy it. She's very good.
And can I just add there for everyone, because I totally understand where Kat's coming from and what she's talking about, because I do a lot of it myself, and it can be pretty exciting and it can be pretty interesting, and it can really do your head in sometimes. But as for social media, you're talking about it in the SFM back office there, Kat. You're asking about it.
Yeah.
In the new modules, there's not a lot of social media marketing training. They do touch on social media and get you thinking what social media platforms you want to put a profile on for more of, getting yourself onto the web. But they do point you, they've got a lot of training in the back office now for social media. So you can learn how to do Google AdWords, you can learn how to do Facebook marketing.
Is that just, sorry.
Yeah, go on, ask.
Is that in the Grovo stuff, or is that just like generally? Yeah. It's Grovo. Yeah.
It's all in the Grovo training, and if you're an Elite Plus member, there's also in the Elite Curriculum training, there's also the Satori Prime Facebook specifics ads training course that you can do as well, but you've got to be Elite or above to be able to see that. But as for actually learning advertising, how to set up your ads, how to read the analytics in the back, and that's for everything: YouTube, Google AdWords, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook. All you need to know about those and Twitter, those social media platforms, is all in the Grovo training. And they're mini courses. So, but they do sort of
they
try and give-
definitely. Sorry,
They do try and
they
give-
are more about they're more about advertising though, aren't
Yeah.
they? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, the courses in Grovo, you've got your beginners courses, which shows you how to set up on social media to begin with, right? So it'll tell you the difference between a profile and a business page on your different media platforms. So in the beginners course, they teach you that. And in the beginners course, it's all about how to run a profile in comparison to a business page and stuff like that. But if you want to actually learn how to do paid advertising, that'll be in the advanced courses. They're in the actual advertising courses. So they've got much more social media training in SFM than what they had when you came in.
When I went through. Yeah. Oh, good.
So, yeah.
That's good news, because I think that even though it's not like, I mean, paid is always going to be obviously the best, but I do think there's, even for us, I mean, obviously for local businesses, this is just where it's at. But even for us, I think there is definitely advantages to knowing this stuff, for sure.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely, for sure, because, would you remember when you came through, and Rob and I remember when we came through, I mean, when people were talking about setting up a website and linking up your website to your social media profiles, we were all sitting there going, what the hell is anyone talking about here? Because most of us, we had a profile on Facebook or something. We're like, huh? But they have all of that training for you guys in this SFM back office now, so that's really good.
That's brilliant. The book that I was talking about too is Jab, 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 Right Hook, it's called.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's it's actually, there is if you do Google it, there is a PDF. Someone's doing a free PDF that you should be able to find. Just for that's kind of like the psychology of social media. Like, it's got some awesome hints and tips as well, but just getting the mindset of how it works. And that's cool. That's a good one. Yeah.
So that was Jab, 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 Right Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jab, jab, right hook. Jab, jab, jab. Right hook.
Jab, 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 right hook. It's kind of, I mean, the reference to the title there is just basically about how social media is not about in-your-face marketing. It's about building relationships. And so one of the things that he speaks about in that book is the 80-20 rule, which basically means, like, it's a little bit like our when we do our email marketing, where you want to do like relationship building 80% of the time. You just want to be showing yourself and entertaining and all of inspiring and all of that stuff, and then it's only 20% that you want to make an offer. So that's the reference to the title, that it's about friendliness and then taking them out. It's really good. More questions? Anybody?
So you, with your mainly setting, your business is mainly helping other people set up, like other businesses set up their business pages on Facebook, and you can manage the Facebook page for them, do you? But do you do the whole management of it, or just? Yeah,
I've sort of got that was. Sorry.
No, you're right.
That is definitely my target market. The customers that I want and that I mostly have are ones that I've completely taken over management of. So, like, I'm trying out consulting and working with people, and it's fine, but actually where the money is just taking it over. So, and really saying, like, look, like, you're paying me so that you don't have to think about it. And I'm gonna like, I've got my Feisty Cat actual, like, a profile in Feisty Cat, my brand set up. So that I'm admin to all of the different pages within that brand. So they can see, like, oh yeah, Feisty Cat's my admin, and I just run it from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So with the page management, do you handle everything, including setting up their posts for their advertising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I outsource some of it.
Mhm.
Like
Of course, yeah.
some / at least half.
Well, I mean,
Just
outsourcing
saying.
all the time, hey, you know, as far as copy, you know, the copyright and the imagery, you can outsource a lot of that nowadays. So, you know.
Absolutely. Does SFM cover Canva as a piece of software at all? Maybe not. I didn't hear about it.
I
Do
think
you use
I've
Canva, Sandra?
seen, yeah, I think I've seen that somewhere the other day in the back office when I was having a look around there, because I go in there quite regularly, and I just can't remember what I've seen it under. But I'm pretty sure I did see it as a suggestion and what it was about, like a description.
Well, if anyone doesn't know,
Yeah.
I'm just putting it in the chat box, and that's a piece of like design software that is so easy to use and just amazing. So I have a Canva profile set up with my Feisty Cat branding in it, and I have the woman that I outsource to as well. She has the same. So she has all my passwords for that, and I go into Canva and go, all right, photos like with this on it, or I kind of do it in a really loose, this is the idea, this is like the direction I'm trying to take with this customer, because obviously I've been the one having the relationship with the customer, and that's sort of the direction we're heading, and then I'll have that design outsourced to come in and make everything look totally beautiful within my profile. So then I can just be like, oh, like she'll text me, okay, it's all looking awesome, and then I'll post it from there. So that's how I've used. Yeah, Canva's friggin' awesome. Like you guys, I was actually in my workshop, I was referring to Canva as my boyfriend. As one of my jokes, I was like, oh my God, you guys are going to be so in love with this bit of software. It is so awesome. It's just
So
like.
Is Canva, like, does Canva do more than the graphics creator and the Digital Business Lounge? Because I use graphics creator in the Digital Business Lounge all the time. I love it.
You do that for all your posts? Yeah, right. Look, I haven't used it enough to know. I kind of would assume that it might be more intuitive. Canva might be more intuitive, but it's actually I don't know enough about the graphics creator. I've only really used graphics creator for like book covers and stuff like that. And one of the features that I really love about Canva is that it you can do a design like I just recently did this, a branded cover image for Facebook, and then you can just click all the different. Oh, you there?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, making me look good. Boom.
Your Facebook page.
You're showing me off.
But wait,
yeah, let's turn on Canva. So I did a Facebook page cover that had branded whatever, looking beautiful, and then you can just go through, instead of redesigning in all the different dimensions, you can just, there's an option for, I want the same exact branded image in Google Plus and YouTube and oh my God, like just anything you can possibly imagine, in an Insta post, in a letterhead, and so you only ever have to design things one time, which I don't know, I'm not sure if you can do that on Graphics Creator, but the ease of, I've definitely taken to Canva. Maybe I should be selling it, but it's actually a free software. Yeah. There is an upgrade, but actually no, I do use it now. That's a lie. So the difference between the free version and the upgraded version is you can put your own branding into the upgraded version, and it's not much. It'd be under $10, or I wouldn't have done it. That's how cheap I am. That was awesome. Did you have a question, Dave? Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask because I use Graphics Creator. And
definitely, and maybe we should be. Maybe I shouldn't be advertising that, but.
No, some people prefer Canva. I guess it depends on what you're using it for. So, But I just thought I'd ask if Canva was similar to Graphics Creator, because I use Graphics Creator a lot. And, you know, if what I can't do in graphics, sometimes I'll use Graphics Creator and PowerPoint as well, like Microsoft PowerPoint. I use both of those because there are some things you can do in PowerPoint that you can't do in Graphics Creator. But if you marry the two together, you've basically got Photoshop.
Got everything.
Yeah.
Dave's got his hand up.
Canva's more like Photoshop. It's really good.
Yeah, there you go. It yeah, there's nothing I haven't managed to do on Canva yet. And it just seems to, I don't know, like it's just I am not techie, and it feels really functional to me.
So many templates already set up for you, and
that's right. It's ideas. It's almost like there's a designer living in there, and I don't have to be a designer. I just ask Canva what to do.
Yeah, they've got the ones with the good fonts and colours, and yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, awesome. What did you have, Dave? Go.
Yeah, you were saying about outsourcing. I've tried a couple of places with mixed success. Where have you found the person that you're outsourcing the social media stuff to?
That's a good question, and I don't know if I'm going to be much help, because the woman I'm using is actually local. She's actually someone. Yeah, she's actually a really good friend of my best friend, who is trying to start up her own business and just wants to, yeah, it's sort of perfect. So that's not very much help at all. But
oh, wow.
Yeah, sorry. If you want to use her, she might be keen for some more. You can just take a message later.
I'll hit you up about it.
Yeah, no, you can. That's fine. It's
cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Sorry. Anyone else? Nope.
So you do most of your you grab most of your work through just like cold calling and relationship building, Kat. You just like talk to people and tell them what you're doing and go, well, I can do that for you and stuff. So when you're you go to a lot of networking events, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm quite happy to cold call. Like I am the kind of girl who will walk the streets, and I have done. So and word of mouth a little bit is happening now. And actually that's right. So in the beginning I did like it was off the back of a networking event where I did a workshop. You guys probably saw that maybe. Just like an introductory kind of workshop for the women that I was at this networking event with, and that actually resulted in some clients as well. Just because I gave them, I think, I guess that's marketing 101 really. Like I met them all and then gave them a really good deal on a workshop where I gave them, oh my God, so much information I could hardly get through it, and just wowed them. And so so that really worked. That was good. Yeah, so definitely, I did actually run some, a bit half-heartedly, I did run some Facebook ads off my social media page, but they didn't work in really. It's just because that's not my target market. But yeah, I mean, every time I open my mouth about social media, someone with a local business is willing to listen. Like there's no one filling this niche. That's the thing. There's no one to ask. There's no one even to ask, let alone do it for you. So it's cool.
And is that like your sole business now? Like, are you still doing any of the affiliate marketing on the side, or?
And I am. I'm doing both. Yeah, I'm doing both. I'm still really keen on the SFM. It's not a one or the other. It started as a look, sell my skills that I already have to get some marketing budget, and even though I've put more energy into the social media stuff and gone away from it sort of off and on, my heart is actually with the SFM. This is more of a means to an end. a really great means to an end. And maybe I won't ever stop doing it, but I just love the SFM.
Yeah.
Especially after
So you
the
have a separate website.
Yeah, totally separate.
Yeah. What is that? Claire Smith or something? Is that right?
Oh no, that's Claire Smith is someone totally different.
Oh no, didn't you had a middle name on your website?
Oh yeah, Cat Leslie. Cat Leslie Smith.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the website you use?
That's actually it is currently, but that I've been working on a new one today.
Oh, cool.
So watch this space.
Yeah.
But so Feisty Cat Social is the social media one, and it's the two things are totally separate. Good question.
That one.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Feisty Cat. Thanks, Robbie.
I think like a while ago, a month or two ago, I was looking because I saw the Cat Leslie Smiths, and then when I tried to go back into it the following few times, I couldn't get into it. Were you having trouble with it? I thought
yeah, there has been trouble generally with DBL lately as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't actually run traffic to my website anyway, so it's not looking so awesome.
Yeah. I'm advertising it for nothing.
Thanks though. No. No. It's all right, but it's not great.
So where are you driving traffic to then?
Where am I running traffic to?
Yeah.
It's a whole nother conversation, Debbie.
Right, okay.
Actually, just to landing pages. Yeah,
right.
I do. So add landing page, and building my list that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What are we looking at now?
Is that your website?
I can't even tell actually.
Oh.
What is the?
I think it's in another language.
It's a Divi theme, and it's got catleslie.com, and it's the Divi theme.
Actually, yeah, that is. So don't look at it. Get rid of that, Robbie.
So that's one. Is that one you're starting to build, Kat, on the Divi theme, or is that one that you're gonna build and you just didn't finish it?
You're embarrassing the crap out of me, guys.
That's right. I mean, this is important to know.
Yeah, I know. So that was me. I've actually changed my whole. I'm using the Feisty as my personal brand now. So I've just I was obviously playing with that in there with that Debbie theme, but I'm giving away that domain name's not going to exist anymore, or I'm not going to have it obviously, and I'm going with Feisty Cat for me, Feisty Cat Smith. So that's the I'm sort of just I'm doing like an umbrella personal brand. So I'll run my SFM to Feisty Cat Smith, and that'll be. And then underneath that will be all my different Feisty businesses, lots of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks.
It's a good way to be because it makes it easier to keep track of things, and then that way you don't need 1,000 different .coms and whatnot. So
yeah, I also like Cat Smith, believe it or not, is very, very popular. So I probably would have gone with that. It's taken me a while to actually find something that I have an affinity with the personal branding stuff. And I'm right into Feisty, that's just all me. So that's good. But as far as just trying to be Cat Smith, it's just too popular. Yeah, too popular.
I guess that's why I was lucky with my name. It wasn't overly popular. I think there was one other person who had it, and she was a doctor in the United States.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I went to try and purchase my catsmith.com, and someone had it up for sale for $22,000 or something.
Awesome. You want to?
That's not going to be happening.
No, I don't want it that much.
No, I'll just be Feisty instead. Which I'm so happy with, especially after this last platinum and Momentum Day. It's like, yeah, it's really settled in. I'm loving it now. That's cool. Yeah. Any more questions? Come on, people. All right then.
It's your opportunity. Ask what you like.
Yeah, everyone.
Just think the opportunities you have. You can go and become a social media person, manager, and build your funds for advertising on. Build your advertising fund for SFM.
Yeah,
Hi, Kat.
hey, how are you guys?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah,
So good to see you.
I don't know, just a personal thing, I suppose. Like, sort of why we started also was to learn advertising for our gym. And yeah, since I've been doing all the learning and that, I haven't really looked at Facebook advertising and what we can do with it for the gym. So just sort of like where we could start, maybe, you know, doing stuff. We sort of put some posts on, but yeah, just trying to find something effective or some learning, or you can point us in the right direction, learning maybe in the back office or whatnot.
Yeah, well, apparently there are some things in the back office, but so you're you're my avatar. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would be what I would probably recommend to you as my avatar would be just making sure that you're doing really regular posting. You can actually schedule in your, I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but when you do a post, you can schedule the time. You don't have to post it immediately. And if so making sure you probably post twice a day at different times of the day to start with. And what's my other recommendation? Oh, I don't know, maybe we should, do you want to give me we should talk later. Yeah. I've got a bit of a what a lot of people have trouble with is content, like is what to post. And I've come up with some it's kind of like a calendar actually, but it doesn't have numbers on it. It's just like there's so many different ideas. Maybe I can even share it with the group. That'd be a pretty good gift, wouldn't it?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you do analytics with it as well?
Yeah. That's, yeah. And I mean, it's all stuff that you guys can do. Yeah, so I mean, it's very basic. Making it look pretty and then posting it twice a day is going to increase your reach a lot, just in the very beginning. If you can just get your head around that and get enough ideas and enough things for content. Posting and pictures of yourself is brilliant. People want to see people. So if you guys just become total selfie addicts, and make sure you at least one of those posts in every day, like one of two, is of you guys or of a staff member, or even if it's like I've got a client who's just really super against doing that. She's obviously got self-esteem issues, but she will, post her coffee in the morning or the shoes she's wearing, or, something that still brings it back to being a personal thing. So all of that sort of thing's really handy. That would be, as a bottom line, if you can get a rhythm or a bit of a routine happening that you're posting really regularly and personally, you'll notice a huge difference.
Yeah, we found like Facebook, when we post a picture of someone, posting a member and then obviously tagging them, obviously that gets a lot of
gets more reach.
A lot of shares and
that will get quite a bit of reach, because when you tag that member, they'll let their friends know and their friends will come along, and that's another good way for gym pages to actually get new likes on their page as well. And guys, don't forget, if you guys run any promotions or competitions, or if you have a specific cardio group that's starting up, or a dance dance for life group, or if you get involved in any of that sort of stuff, make sure you post that onto your page and tell your fans on your page, what's going on with that, why people are doing it, how they enjoy it, and talk to some of the people who are involved in those groups and ask them if they wouldn't mind you posting a picture of them on your fan page and tagging them in it, so getting basic details. That can be really, really good for a gym fan page as well, because you're engaging and involving people in your actual gym in the page. So, you know, they'll go to Facebook. Just about everyone's on Facebook, so they'll go to your gym page from their profile. They'll like it and they'll share posts on your page. If there are certain shakes that you guys do, like I know Michelle Bridges from the Biggest Loser House, she does really well with her fan page and her website, because of a morning when she gets up, she'll just film herself making her energy shake that she has for the day. And she has her ingredients there, and she just puts them in a blender and tells people why she's doing that and why she's drinking that particular shake. And honestly, and she just posts that little picture of her shake on her fan page with either a link to her website to get the recipe, or just puts the recipe of it and the picture of it there. And people go nuts over it, honestly. They click on it, they pin it, they share it, they try it, they comment, and they go, oh, I tried this morning. It was absolutely awesome. Thanks for the share. So anything you two guys do in your personal life like that, put it on your fan page for your gym. It will really go off. Honestly, trust me, it's not the most elaborate things that go off on social media. It's more the natural, down-to-earth, real-life sort of stuff. Like Kat was saying, she has a client who doesn't like posting selfies. I can relate to that because I very rarely get time to post selfies. I've got nothing to take selfies with anyway. But I posted one morning a picture of my coffee that I had just made, and everyone knows I'm an actual coffee addict. I posted that picture of my coffee, and within less than half an hour, I had 52 likes on it. And that was just on a personal profile page. And it was just a white coffee mug on a red countertop.
It really is that basic. It really is that basic. I feel like an idiot sitting here. I'm like, guys, it's just so basic.
I just think why would people want to look at that? Like, because when I look at that, I think, why am I looking at someone's coffee?
Well, it's relationship building. It's like the more personal and the more personal and it's about that relationship building. If you can do anything that someone's going to relate to, you're going to win.
You can post a picture of your squatting, Jessica.
Oh.
You can post the progress of your squatting. People relate to that.
Yes. Seriously. I mean, people relate to coffee, people relate to food, people relate, just think about human nature. It's really, yeah.
And as your fan page on Facebook, guys, with your gym, make sure you like other relevant pages that get a lot of engagement and see if you can't get involved in their conversation. Like, I sell aloe vera products online. So with my Facebook fan page, a lot of the pages that I've connected to are pages like yours, local gyms that are close to me, people who are interested in health and fitness and quality products. And a lot of the time, even a gardening page, I've actually connected with a gardening page. And some of the posts that they put, I've shared them on my business page. And there was one post that they shared, and it was sort of relevant to being healthy and happy because it was more about sort of zen and relaxing and taking time out from your day to breathe and stuff. So it had a lot to do with health and fitness. But it was a dog in a field of poppies with his little head poking up saying, you can't, peekaboo, you can't see me or something. It was an adorable picture and post. I shared it from the gardening page onto my fan page, my business page. And I didn't advertise it or anything, but I got 15 new page likes just off that post from that gardening page because they came across. They were fans of the gardening page who followed the picture across to my page and liked my page. And they're actually really good, engaging fans. I love them because they engage. They like and comment and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Simple, basic stuff, really, isn't it, Kat?
Yeah, there's another thing that I would say there is that doing a boost post for even the smallest amount of money, like you can get so much bang for your buck out of that.
Yeah.
If you're willing to go, just put it's obviously we're moving into paid advertising there, but but $7 over, like $1 a day, just even once a month, 1 week a month, you can, like, I mean, it's kind of what Sandra was saying there. If you can think of like a business in your local area that kind of aligns with your target market. So I don't know, maybe there's like an organic food shop that most of your clientele probably frequent, and you boost a post about what's happening. I mean, it doesn't have to be an actual advertisement. It doesn't have to be an offer at all. But a post that's probably already got good organic reach is a good idea, a good one to choose. And then choose your target with the, you choose people who like whatever the shop is, that's your like aligned target market. You can get a lot of interaction that way too. That. I mean, it feels that's a little bit on the edge of cheating, but it's not. Like, it's perfect.
Can you just,
that'll really go.
Are you saying there to share someone else's post and boost it?
No, not somebody else's, but so
just a post that you see that someone else, so they might have done a similar post or shared something off a website or whatever.
No, that's not really what I mean. What I mean is, so you might have done one of these, like a post of Jessica squatting or something, like one of these ones that has probably already got a really good amount of reach on it, and then boosting it to a chosen audience. So if you hit, when you have a post there, and then it'll ask you if you want to boost it. So if you hit boost, you can choose very clearly your target market, and if you target it specifically to an aligned business, then basically, I mean, those are your customers. So you're going to get much more. Basically, that post is going to get shown to them a hell of a lot more than it would if you didn't have that $1 a day on it. So it can really be worth doing.
So boost to a specific business. I've never boosted that way.
It's not really to a business, it's to the business's fans. So the business is not going to know it.
Right, really I see. So you search for people. It's just a way
of targeting.
Yeah, so you might go, right, I'm a gym and I'm going to boost this particular post to people that like Isogenics, for instance.
Yeah,
something
here's
like
an example.
Yeah, that's a good example. I do it a lot with my aloe vera products, Dave. Like, some of my aloe vera products are geared towards health and fitness. So my page has actually gone out through Facebook and sought out the gym pages and the nutritional, like, health people. So like my page, I've liked Michelle Bridges and Commando Steve and a few other single health and fitness people who have a big audience on Facebook, right? A lot of people follow them. A lot of people engage on their pages. A lot of people comment and share their stuff. So what I will do is, like, with a product launch, like, or a product I want to promote for the month, like say our Argi product, right, which is an amino acid. It's an amino product, but it's health and fitness. So I'll put a picture of it, a little post. It doesn't even have to, be like sell. I can just put like a comment there I've been given some feedback from a customer. I can put that there as my copyright, put a picture of the Argi, and then when I boost it, I can click on the boost it. I can choose whatever budget I want. So I can choose anywhere from $5 to $20 to $50. And I can choose how many days I want to run it for. And then what I will do with that particular post is the people I will target are the people who are interested in similar products, but on, say, Commando Steve's page. So those fans of his will actually see my ad. So does that clear that up a little bit for you? Does that make sense? So you can zoom in your target when you're advertising on Facebook, even with a boost post. You can zoom in your target market. So yeah, I love people who are, gym owners and fitness people and stuff like that, because especially the ones who've got really engaging customers and pages, because I can go and interact with their page as my page. So there's quite often I'll go onto Michelle Bridges' page and she may have shared a particular meal with a calorie count, just so people know, how much fat is in it, how much this is in it, and that sort of stuff. And I might share that image on my page, or I'll comment on her page as my page. And so her fans will see my comment as my page, and if they click on the name of my page, it takes them to my fan page. It sort of sounds like cheating, but you're allowed to do it. And
I've found? I've got I started managing my page with Pages Manager, and now I can't do anything as if I'm a person. Like, it's just locked me down. I can't share anything from Facebook. Like, you know, if I see something on my timeline, I can't share it. I can't get it through to Pages Manager without going and searching. And it doesn't really let me sort of interact with anyone. Does anyone come across this or know how to get around it?
I don't use that facility because I have heard a lot of people having problems with it, like yourself. So I refuse to use it.
Me too.
I don't know if I can reverse out of it either. So,
the best place to have a look at that would go to the help section of Facebook for businesses.
Yeah.
So www.facebook.com/business pages /help or something like that, or .help. And they'll have a lot of videos and stuff, and you may be able to find an answer. You probably won't find it from Facebook help itself, but if you read through comment threads underneath questions, that's where you might find your answer. Somebody might say, oh, I found a way around that. Since Facebook isn't talking to anybody, this is what you do.
I think I was trying to I might have been trying to use Power Editor, or it might have been because I was giving a VA a try, so that I didn't want to have to set up a separate account for it. So I created the page from my account, but then it was like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to do this to allow someone else to manage it.
It's quite like, so you set up a Facebook profile, and then off of that Facebook profile you set up a business page. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just set a business page up off my personal profile.
That's exactly what I did. And they gave me, like, reason why I did it before they had this ads thing, this manager thing come in to play. But they gave me the option to either keep running my page the way I was running it, or to flip over to this manager thing. I refused to flip over. I just chose to continue to run the page the way I wanted to run it. But I think I know where you're getting stuck, and I've got a couple of little help videos that may actually clear that up for you and show you how to better use the page as yourself, and how to use it as your page and stuff like that. So I'll just put those in the Down Under group for you. I've shared them before, but I'll reshare them. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Kat, did you say you're gonna share those little the things that you've put together for some ideas for content and what to post?
I'll put that in the group. Yeah,
thank you, Kat. That'd be awesome.
No worries. Yeah. If you figure out how to do that, get that business manager off your page, let me know, because I've got one of my pages stuck with it as well, and I've just gone, I'll scrap it. I've got to keep moving on.
I'll try to do that.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's had the same problem, so there'll be heaps of answers on it.
Yeah, I'm actually doing something pretty cool at the moment that I've as this started, I've also started another kind of challenge, which is a 15-day challenge, which is it's called 15 clients in 15 days. And that's kind of based around Facebook marketing. So yeah, we're kind of building that up at the moment. And it's just basically a really simplified campaign with a really tightly targeted audience. So he's got this theory of that your customer base or your target audience should be centimeters wide and miles deep. So I'm going through it at the same time as this, so I'm going to be interested to see how that works. I think something like what you're doing, Kat, or even for the rest of us to give it a go for SFM, to have a really, really targeted audience. Hopefully it'll work. This guy seems to know what he's doing, and he's absolutely killing it in his business at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped to see how it goes.
Yeah, awesome. Who is that you're following? Who's that?
His company is called Young and Wildly Successful. He's like a business coach, life coach, NLP practitioner that focuses on young people, you know, sort of 25 to 40. But yeah, he's absolutely killing it.
Awesome.
So yeah,
you'll let us know how it goes.
Yeah, it's like a beta test of the course. So I've managed to get myself in on it. So it's going to be a couple of $1,000s worth of course after well, next year when they launch it properly. So yeah, I've done pretty well to get on it.
Cool. That's awesome.
There's how to remove it. Type it in Google and there's lots of instructions there.
There's a YouTube video there. Look at that. How to the Facebook Business Manager YouTube. That'll probably 5 minutes 40. Yeah, cool. Hopefully it's somebody who speaks English.
Awesome. Anyone else been busting to come out?
So this is cool, Kat. So like I've been struggling with a few things and I haven't been able to do as much as I'd like, although I did notice with the Facebook fan pages they did bring in the scheduled posts, and I've also noticed now that you can schedule up to 6 posts to go out at different times through the day, which is really cool.
Pretty handy, hey?
You don't need Hootsuite or anything like that anymore. You can just, you can schedule 4, 5 or 6 posts on your Facebook page. But no, this is cool to know what you're doing, because that way, if I need somebody to take over and manage my page because I just can't get on there, my business, I can just call you, eh?
Sure can. Love it. Oh, that's cool. Good plug.
That was not pre-planned, anyone either. That just came
Oh God.
So does anyone have any more questions? No? Well, then we'll call it a night. Thanks very much for sharing all that there, Kat. It's been great.
No problem. My pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Kat. That was awesome.
No worries.
And we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, Kat. Awesome.
Thanks, Kat.
Oh, you're all so welcome. It was lovely to see you.
We'll catch up soon.
Ciao.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye.